Okay, it's a 9-mile climb up to Volcan, It's the highest mountain in Panama. So we're gonna climb up and summit, and it's the only place in the Americas where you can see the Caribbean Ocean and the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. So the Atlantic side and the Pacific side. So on a clear day, and today finally is a clear day. So we'll see how it goes. There's all these pepper and other farms, coffee plantations all through here in the mountains around Boquete. The Pacific Ocean is out there somewhere. Hopefully we'll see it from up top. There's another little farm some of the people have. Some are pretty well developed, and then others are pretty simple. There's the crops. They're working them by hose, and a bunch of guys walking up and down the roads coming up here had machetes. It seemed like every worker had rubber boots and machetes. They were working in the fields, doing their thing. Fun. Hear a lot more birds now. It's super pretty. More flowers, more birds as we climb higher. All these old fences covered in moss. We got 4.5 kilometers and we've got 9 to go. So 1/3 of the way. And we're at 2379 meters. So about 7,000 feet. These trees up here are really pretty. It's pretty. And they have these, almost like a tree, the stem, and it blossoms into these flowers on top. More and more flowers as we go higher. These are some cool plants in here. These spiky thorns. There's one just budding. All right, we kind of broke out into this gap. I think we eventually climb up by those towers and then up onto a peak. So I think we're within a couple miles.
Probably.
But it's been really pretty. It's hard to film because, I don't know, there's just tons of flowers. And I don't know that it shows up on camera that well, but flowers and beautiful plants that you don't normally see, and trees, and it's just a really cool forest you're passing through. So, getting close. So, zoom off in here. These canyons are just so thick in this rainforest. It's just really rich and thick vegetation. Moss everywhere and plants and something we noticed, I don't know if it comes up, but the sky here up on top is just so richly blue. It looks like you're wearing tinted glasses. And then with the rainforest on either side, it's just super pretty. There was a hummingbird right there. But I filmed these yellow trees earlier, but they grow really tall and big. And see if there's any more hummingbirds in here. But just below the top, maybe a mile below the top, it flattens out a bit through here, and it's been really, really pretty. Lots of flowers. Anyway. So you guys can see the heat, the steam rising up off the volcano. See that? That's pretty cool. It's dormant, but it does let off heat that in this cool air you can feel. Yeah, there it is. You can feel the heat coming out of the ground. Because the ground is just mud from the rain all day yesterday and last night. Panamanian flag. And we're just about to the summit. So 3475 meters. So what's that? 9,000, between 10 and 11,000 meters, I think. And the peak is right there. Cross on it. You can see the countryside all down below. It looks like the clouds. You can see the Pacific Ocean out there through the clouds. I don't know if you can, but it's right there. There's a hole in the clouds. But I don't think we're gonna see the Atlantic. Oh, there's the Pacific too, out there. You can see it. I don't know if we'll be able to see the Atlantic. There's a lot of cloud cover over there. We'll see. So back there, the gentleman, there's not really public bathrooms, but he let Brandy use their bathroom for the workers. And he stayed outside with me, and we just talked the whole time in my broken Spanish. We talked about where I'm from, where I grew up, where we've been in Panama, all the places where we're going next, and just talked about Panama. And it was cool. It was fun. That was the first extended conversation that I've had with a Panamanian, other than like an exchange for dinner or buying tickets or bus tickets or the bus ride. So it was fun to be able to use my decent broken Spanish to talk. It was fun. Okay. Yeah, it looks like clouds are blocking in the, out there I think I see the Atlantic, the Caribbean Ocean Sea. So we come up through that communications depot there, and you come up this trail, which hasn't been too bad, but then I'm not sure if we have to climb up this. We going the right way?
I don't see another way to go. That's the only option.
Yeah, I didn't see a split off either. Here we go.
Everything I read said it was quite a scramble.
So it's been a little bit sketchy, and this is a fall where you probably wouldn't survive, and you got to be careful here. So anyway, a little more sketchy here at the top than I thought, and no one ever mentioned that I recall. Here's the marker, and then that was a bit of a sketchy climb there. Even made me a little bit nervous. Take care of the cross. I think I see shoreline there though. I think. So I think we're looking at I see, I believe, water out that way, and then water out this way, but I'm not for certain, and then potentially water out that way. We've been seeing it off and on as we climbed up on the Pacific side. So, pretty cool. But it is really, really pretty up here. There's these little mountain communities and farms all down through here. Let me zoom in. High up here. We bought some empanadas to eat up here. How is it? Good?
It's okay.
Okay. Here's my
That might be the
empanada.
ratatouille one.
Pretty good.
Let me have a bite of yours.
The bigger, that might be Cerro Punta or something like that. I think that's on the other side, but I'm not sure. Ooh, clouds are coming in on us. Look at this, babe. This cloud shifted and it's blowing right up into the summit. It took us 4 hours to climb up the 9 miles or 10 miles or whatever it was. All right. So, I don't know if I'll film more. Maybe I will if these clouds envelop us. It looks kind of cool. But then we'll climb down. Hopefully a couple hours to get back to the car. So I didn't film this. This is right here at the very peak where the cross is.
Try them.
Hang on. There's a cool bug right here. He hitched a ride on my pack.
Mama.
On top of Volcan Baru. It's a cool looking bug. They're pretty sour.
Try it.
Mani con sabor. Let's see. They're super sour.
Like shockingly. I mean, you know now, but I wasn't expecting it. But it was kind of like biting into that passion fruit candy last night, where you were like, "Oh man." You can have that. I can't eat that.
Not bad. Just a little bit. A strong lime flavor, but not too strong.
It was way strong. It was shocking.
It's cool watching these clouds slowly move in. They're just drifting in. Oh yeah, you can totally see the ocean down there.
Where?
Out here on both
Oh yeah,
sides.
I can see that. What
Yeah.
about this side though?
Yeah, back out over here. When we were climbing up, you could see it, and then back that way, you can see it. I mean, it's just not, I don't think it'll show up on the camera, but you can see it with the naked eye. This is the only place
In the world.
So this is the only place in the Americas where you can see the Atlantic side and the Pacific side, the Caribbean, and from a geographical point with your actual eyes, see both bodies of water. That's kind of crazy, and we're sitting on top of it. And this is also the highest peak in Panama, the nation of Panama, and the 12th highest in
Latin America?
Central, I don't know if it's Central America or all of Central and South America. But pretty cool. I'm guessing Central America because I think like Chile and all those really super high mountains, like the Patagonia and the Andes and stuff like that, I think they have higher peaks. So, that cloud's coming around on us. We've been sitting here eating and drinking and just enjoying this spectacular view. It's pretty cool. It's cooler too. Like you can hire 4-wheel drive vehicles to drive that road we were on to bring you up to here. But where's the butterfly?
Well, he did like 3 loops and then he left.
But it kind of feels good that you climbed, 5,000 feet or whatever it was, and 9 miles, and got up here, and it just feels. You feel tired, and you're enjoying the pretty stunning beauty of these dormant volcanoes and the caldera. It looks like there's a caldera here or right below us there from the volcano. Maybe on this side there. It's kind of got that circular, almost circular.
What caldera was waterfall?
Cascadera, I believe. Cascadera is this waterfall, and caldera is, anyway, is the volcano. All right. Hopefully this looks as pretty to you as it does to us. Lots of graffiti up here, but such is life. So as we hike down, there's the peak from below with the cross on it, and then communications towers back in there. But one of the coolest parts of this, the upper 2 miles here, the stretch, is just coming around each corner and just seeing that mist rising. I only filmed it once, but it's not really mist, it's some type of vapors from the volcano. We didn't see it down below, but up higher here, it was kind of cool. I mean, it's a dormant volcano, but like all volcanoes, there's still pockets of warmth coming up through. In fact, down below, there's multiple natural hot springs you can go to that are heated by the, what are those called, vents, volcanic vents. So it's pretty cool. But that was really cool to see that as we came around each bend. The first time I saw it, I thought it was dust left by like a vehicle or somebody, but it's all mud, and it rained all night and then yesterday, so there's no dust. And then we just kept seeing it, and then we realized what it was. Really pretty. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the Quetzal bird. It's on that branch right there. Do you see it there? It's got a blue back and what was the belly? Red? And I was just about to click my camera on and it flew across in front of us and landed right there. But it's making that call. And then I think it's with another one that just landed right there. But they're tough to see, so I wish I had a spotting scope that I could click this into and show you them, because they're beautiful birds and they're here in the rainforest in Panama. Oh, there it goes. It just dropped off. I saw the flash of color. You probably can't see it in here, but there goes the other one. Just dropped off that branch. Well, that was cool. Even though you can't really tell what they were in the camera, it's hard to see those, and we've been hiking for hours today and finally heard one. I saw it and I went to click the camera and it flew right across in the sunlight. Would have been really pretty, but all right. I'm kind of weird bird. Look like a grouse in a way. Guy's long. Longer than my finger. It's probably 5 inches long. Another cool bird. Missed it. All right, we made it down, so we're finally here. It was very pretty up there. It took a long time to come down because our knees were hurting, but it's a steep descent. Very pretty hike. Thanks for coming. All right, I don't know if you guys remember my field trip with Mrs. Williams last year, but I thought her husband was the pepper king, but here up in the mountains of Panama, there's these pepper farms, and these people are the pepper kings, royal quality.